If you like traveling, then the importance of footwear is not lost on you. When you think of sneakers, two brands come to the forefront of your mind. There's been an age-long debate about which is better between Nike vs Adidas. These two businesses have been around for a long while, and everyone wants to know who surpasses the other in terms of performance and revenue. Both brands are renowned and excellent at what they do. Let's dive into the world of Nike vs Adidas to understand who reigns supreme. Nike is an American company that is also the world's largest athletic footwear and apparel company. In 2014, its value was $19 million, and it became the top brand in the sports industry. Initially, Nike was Blue Ribbon Sports, BRS. The founder is Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. Phil Knight was a track athlete in Oregon in 1964. The name BRS changed to Nike in 1971 and came from the Greek goddess of victory. The company started out working as a distributor for a Japanese shoemaker, Onitsuka Tiger. By 1917, the relationship between Nike and the Japanese shoemaker was slowly coming to an end. Nike was already working on their first line of shoes at the time, and it was introducing the swoosh. This design was the masterpiece of Carolyn Davidson. In 1977, the company had its first advertisement called "There's No Finish Line." Afterward, the slogan became "Just Do It" in 1988. Since then, Nike has effectively expanded its product line to many countries around the world. Adidas remains the most extensive manufacturer of sportswear in Europe and the second largest globally after Nike. The company began with Adolf Dassler, and he was later joined by his brother Rudolf Dassler. Together they launched the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. Adolf has a strong love of sports like soccer, boxing, skiing, football, and much more. He understood that each sport is different, and most times, the success of a sport usually depends on the footwear used in the activity. Adolf Dassler saw a market in this, and his mind began to revolve around making sport-oriented shoes. These shoes were focused on improving the performance of athletes. In 1949, the brothers went different ways. Rudolf created Puma, while Adidas went on to create Adidas. At the time, Puma was Adidas's biggest competition. The name Adidas came from the first two letters of Adolf's name and the last three letters of his second name. He selected the logo, which is how Adidas stood out, based on shoes' unique features. The three stripes were a shoe design on the products but also represented comfort. We cannot talk about the Nike vs Adidas battle without comparing both companies' performance and revenue. This section delves into the financial growth of both companies to help you determine better who is winning. Adidas made revenue of 21 billion euros and a brand value of $7 billion in 2017. That same year, this shoe company employed over 50,000 people globally. Adidas generated 50% of its sales that year from the footwear category, which is its most important category. Adidas understood that North America controlled 40% of the global sports market. Therefore, the shoe brand made it a point to be dominant in this area. That's why Adidas always focuses on the North American market. When it comes to size, Adidas is smaller than Nike. However, this shoe brand stands out because it understands what consumers are looking for and focuses its efforts on that. This shoe brand is the most valuable sports brand in the world. It also dominates North America. Nike also made North America its target because of its global revenue in 2017. Nike has a strong marketing and sponsorship agreement to back its actions. Therefore, it came as no surprise that Nike made 30.57 billion euros in 2017. This vast revenue is partly due to its contract in 2015. Nike and Adidas competed to become the next exclusive provider of uniforms to the NBA, and Nike won the bid. Nike and Adidas get a majority of their production carried out in Asia. However, Nike also has production done in America. While you can find Adidas facilities in Europe, there's also a tiny part of the two brands' manufacturing process carried out in Africa. Nike owns over 500 factories in 4 different companies, and they supply footwear, equipment, and apparel. 23% of Nike's production comes from Chinese manufacturers. However, Vietnam also contributes about 16% of its total production but focuses more on clothing and footwear. On the other hand, Adidas has over 800 factories in 55 countries, while Vietnam produces about 40% of its footwear. Indonesia controls 25% of the manufacturing. China only produces 19% of Adidas footwear. The cool factor refers to the brand's collaboration with influencers, celebrities, and musicians. In this category of the Nike vs Adidas argument, Adidas seems to be winning. This shoe brand adopted an approach that focuses on streetwear sneakers. Its collaboration is with top celebrities like Kanye West and Beyoncé. On the other hand, Nike focuses more on sports than on celebrity collaboration. With the present athleisure trend moving sportswear to the office, Adidas stands a better chance in the market with this approach. Kanye West is a top celebrity who knows more about the Nike vs Adidas rivalry than most. His fortune largely came through his billion-dollar fashion empire with the help of Yeezy, his sneaker brand. Kanye West started with a partnership with Nike. However, he announced in 2014 that he was moving the partnership to Adidas. Adidas introduced Yeezy in 2015, and since then, the partnership has been quite successful. Yeezy sales are over $1 billion every year, and the popularity of these sneakers brands doesn't seem to be slowing down. Now it's your turn. Which one impresses you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, do share and subscribe to our channel for further video notifications.